A word of encouragement from my friend, a word I must share. Henry Onsario shared with me a passage in the book of Samuel 16 about Samson. The phrase simply says, and his hair began to grow. You see, Samson had undergone some tough times, some challenging times. He had found himself with individuals he had no reason hanging around with. And with time and exposure to them, they found their way to cut out the locks on his hair. That symbol of God's presence in his life, that Nazarene that he was, that strong judge of Israel. He found himself through bad choices with individuals who took that away from him. That visible presence of God in his life as symbolized and seen in his hair. And Delilah cut off his hair and Samson lost his strength. And that symbol and evidence of God's life and presence in Samson. And my friend Henry says to me, look at that passage, Tshuma. It says, and his hair began to grow, and the Spirit of the Lord came back unto Samson. Henry says to me, and this is the word that I share with you, it doesn't matter what has happened to you. It doesn't matter what friend has taken your money. In my language we say, Odle imali yako, he who has eaten your money. In English I think they say the one who spent your money, which sounds much better. But listen friend, the word is simple. His hair began to grow. As long as his mind was still intact, as long as he was still able to attract the God who had lived in him and with him at all times and giving him strength, physical and spiritual, as long as Samson remained knowing who that God is, reflected, meditated, and thought about that God, somewhere along the line, what Delilah had cut had to grow. And the Bible says, and his hair began to grow. I'm suggesting to you that the word of encouragement simply says, keep focus on that God. Meditate on his word day and night. Talk to him in prayer. And find somebody you can share what God has done for you. My favorite writer says, we can only fear for the future only as we forget how the Lord has led us in the past. Winston Churchill puts it differently. He says, the further backward we can look, the further forward we can see. Allow your hair to begin to grow and allow God's blessing and spirit and presence to come back and be active in your life. Allow him to do so and be a bee like Samson. Experience him and feel that spiritual strength, that physical strength, that economic strength, that health strength come back to you. And all you need to do is simply say, Lord, I praise your holy name. Glory be to you for the great things you have done in allowing my hair to begin to grow. God bless you.